Obviously, they called them out and they're hugging everybody. Everybody's kiki. Why the Saucy gonna say, damn, we needed Summer?
And given the way the next episode looks, Summer is the star of this season,
That's what
man.
I'm saying. So, not for nothing, when I saw that she won Most Valuable Baddie, I'm like, the game is rigged. The game is rigged. Because
Yeah.
I get it, Cold Killer got the most votes from most of her friends. But what do the people want? What do the people
Mm-hmm.
want? Your friends don't matter. It should just be the people. The way how that stayed, the crowd jumped up when they called out Summer. Come on now. You're not gonna tell me Summer's not the star.
This the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, rock, top, top.
Welcome everybody back to the Petty Headquarters podcast. I'm your host, Tiana Locke, and this is
Jesse Strange.
and we are back at it again. But of course, today we are doing something not very traditional. We are
Not
on
at
a
all.
Zoom call because this was a little emergency. Okay. So yes, we decided we still gonna put on a show for y'all. So we doing a little webcam call. Like, hey, let me not shake my titties on here. But yeah, welcome back, guys.
Yo, she goes to LA for 1 weekend, talk about shake your titties.
Okay, that has nothing to do with LA, but okay. Anywho, tell the people what we're about.
So for those of you who are new, what up, Petty Posse? We're the Petty Headquarters podcast. We talk about things like reality TV, pop culture, internet culture, and of course, baddies.
Period.
So that's what we're going to be talking about today.
And we were talking about part 2 of this fucking shit show of a fucking reunion.
Oh my god, I know it's so weird to be doing this on like Zoom. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like crazy. I don't know. It's just different.
It is crazy. I know I
Mhm.
wasn't there for the last video, but Jesse really had to hold it down. So shout out to Jesse, period.
Ugh. It's like nice to have you back, but it's still weird to be online like
It's
this, you know?
weird. Like it's not the same when we're like in the studio. Like so
No, it's not. It's not. But we here.
we are here. So let's kick this off running. It starts
Okay.
off Mariah fights a fucking audience member. Okay. This was so stupid. Natalie tries to break them apart. Santana's holding Natalie back. Like
Mhm.
that shocked me. I didn't expect him to be holding her back like that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yo, first of all, that's how you know this shit was dry when they allowed these nobody knows who these people are, okay, audience members get as much camera time as they did, because it's like, geez, there was like a whole half episode felt like.
It was too much with these audience members. The first lady calling Natalie out, other lady calling Mariah out, other lady fighting Mariah. Like what? What are we doing?
Exactly.
What are we doing? Then K Rican comes out, right? To in the back. And she's sitting with Fauna, DJ Ari, and Cold Killer. So Killer at this point is saying how she needs it with Tommy and Suki, but you know, Ari says that Suki's pregnant or whatever. First of all, where did the beef with DJ Ari and DJ Sky come from? Am I lost? Did I miss an updated tweet alert or shady post? Because she said that DJ Sky was shady on her story, even though she
Online,
said
yeah.
right, even though she said no shade. So, but like that's enough for you to fight DJ Sky though? Like I'm so confused. Like
I don't know if it's just because I don't think she came to fight. I think she just came prepared because it's the reunion. Because
but
that's
did you see
exactly the
her
vibe she
outfit?
came with.
Did you see her
Right. She
outfit?
said she don't know what other people are on. However, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that DJ Sky posted that shit online, I'm like, how many times does she get accused of being shady online? Like, I
This is
love
true.
DJ Sky, but like, let's be real. It's a constant thing that is supposedly she's shady online. So I don't know.
This is true. Did you see the post? Because I didn't see it.
No, unfortunately, I did not see the post, so I don't really know. But I did find Saucy hyping Mariah up when she was fighting. I did find that so funny.
I can't. That whole thing with Mariah, I just can't. Then they
Yeah, the
call
audience member, I forgot she started twerking after too, looking mad dumb, like with her wig all ripped out and shit, just
when
looking
did she
crazy. And
I
it's
must
like,
have missed something because when did she start twerking?
after the fight, after she came onto the stage, you know, when she comes out and they start fighting, after all that, she like gets on, she does a split and starts like shaking her ass.
Yo, where
Yeah.
the fuck was I? Because I did not see that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
not see that. That is crazy. So then they call Big Lex and Big Dolly, and the crowd is chanting, "But Dolly, but Dolly, she's doing her shit," and Lex fucking comes in hot slash Biggie.
Yeah, that's right. Because as Biggie saying, "You look pretty, Lex," literally. Bah! But the craziest part is, literally, she goes, "Who, me? Like, what do you mean? Who else? Who else, bitch? You got slapped. Who else? You? Yes. Get up, get up." And then she's just sitting there in shock. She taking off her shoes, and Lex is just watching her. So by the time she takes off the shoe and throws it at her, Lex blocks that shit. I'm like, Biggie, you mad slow, girl. Like you, we all saw that coming. We saw the wind up, the confusion, the taking off of the shoes, then the
Mm-hmm.
pickup, then the wind up, and then the throw.
Yeah.
You're not winning nothing looking like that, going on that type of pace, girl.
Bro, I'm sorry. Biggie this whole reunion? Biggie this What the fuck was Biggie feeling like? This whole reunion.
Yeah, she was over
What the
it.
fuck was she feeling like? She was really popping her shit.
Yup.
And I know we not even there yet, but to be popping it with Janeisha?
Yo. She said, we know why you're protected.
Bro, okay, let me stick to this because so Biggie then she starts going off talking about, "Oh, you never liked me from the start," how Lex never liked her from the start and everything. Lex says it's not even like that. Lex is like, "You know what the fuck happened. You knew this was coming," and Biggie calls Tasiki weird.
Well, no. Okay, first of all, supposedly they're fighting over a blunt because that's what Biggie repeatedly says, over a blunt, over a blunt. And it's like, Biggie, why are you always fighting over a blunt? Like,
That's what
like
I'm
same
saying.
thing,
I'm like,
same
Biggie,
thing with
why
DJ
is it
Scott. Like,
always over a blunt though? Like, you don't see like there's a common denominator here. Like, it seems like from everything we've seen, Biggie's the one that's always getting mad over a blunt. Why
yeah.
are we fighting? If you're gonna fix your mouth to argue verbally over a blunt, don't ask why you fighting me over a blunt. Because you already
But it
start
wasn't
fights
even
over
over.
blunts.
But it wasn't even over a blunt because obviously Lex tells us it's about how she played that funny shit in what is it, North Korea?
South Korea.
In South Korea, right? And how, Biggie was recording in there, the Petty Posse definitely let us know why, she deserved it. But it was crazy. I don't know. It was freaking crazy to see. On some real shit, Tasiki was fucking weird. Like, let's be real. You just got slapped by this girl, and Tasiki, not even caring, not even registering what just happened, goes to hug her and like greet her. That is fucking weird. You knew Biggie before Lex was
Big
even a
Lex.
name
Yes.
in the,
Yes.
yeah, like you knew about Big. You were friends with Biggie for the longest, and it's true. And that's the first thing I thought about was, damn, Biggie had your back with Krishan, which is
Mm-hmm.
like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was so funny. That's how you know Tasiki knew she was wrong, because all she could say was calm down over a hug, over a hug.
Literally.
And she's like, no, you weren't. Or when Biggie said I had your back, she's like, no, you don't. Like, what do
Right.
you say? You know damn well Biggie got your back. Like,
First of all, this whole shit was crazy to me because her saying like, going off on Tasiki. I didn't expect Biggie to go off on Tasiki like that, calling her weird, but that shit was crazy. Dolly's in the background talking about she on whatever. Nobody's really paying
so
paying any attention to her.
wait. You don't think what Tasiki did was weird?
Let me finish. You're not even letting me finish. I'm just saying, I'm talking about what happened first, and then I'm going to give my point. So then Biggie goes on to talk about, do you owe that bitch something? Do you owe that bitch something? And she's really like yelling into Tasiki's face, right? So this is where, like you said earlier, Tasiki's telling her to stop and all this stuff. And this whole shit pissed me off because I'm not even going to hold you. Yes, I was shocked that Biggie said something, but two, I did find Tasiki a little weird too because I'm like, damn, yo, but if it was Anna, If it was Anna, you would have rode. You would have rode. But because it
Yeah,
was
100%.
Biggie, I just feel like she don't really like they're cool, but she don't really fuck with Biggie like that. And that's just really what it is. But when she
I mean,
mentioned
it
that,
kind of showed.
it shows. But like she probably sees Biggie as annoying. And honestly, at this point, like after looking at, little things that I pick up on with the dynamic of the friendship with Anna, with everyone, with all the seasons so far that Biggie has been on, I can see how she can be annoying in the friend
Yeah,
group. But that
yeah.
still doesn't give, anyone the right to be weird and not have, her back. So that's why now for me, this comes back full circle because remember when she didn't have Anna's back, but she was following Tasiki around, had Tasiki's back?
Yep,
And now Tasiki don't have her back? And it's
yep,
crazy because Anna still had her back even after Biggie did her dirty.
yep. I
And I
literally
and I
thought
hope
about that.
Tasiki says the same thing to Biggie. You wasn't getting jumped though. You wasn't getting jumped because that's what
She
Biggie
told
kept
her,
saying to
"You're not
Anna.
supposed to be fighting, though."
Yeah,
Lex
yeah.
came after her, like.
Yeah, yeah, and it's interesting because Biggie kept saying to Anna, "You wasn't getting jumped. You wasn't getting jumped," to try to like save herself, but you weren't getting jumped. So why
Mm-hmm.
is Tasiki weird? Why is
Yeah,
Tasiki weird? And that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like I see both sides. Like I can see how Tasiki's weird, but I see how this all comes back full circle. Like Biggie, like you were weird with
A
Anna.
100%. 100%. And I thought about that too, because yeah, like you said, both can be true. Because I definitely thought Tasiki was fucking weird, but like
Yeah.
on the other hand, immediately thought it was like a mirror of what Biggie did to Anna when she was getting jumped,
No,
and
literally, literally.
Biggie literally was like, "I'm not a fighter." She wasn't getting jumped.
Right. And then
Deflecting.
as she's calling her out, saying all this stuff that I was by your side, even with your sister, why the camera gonna show Krishan be mad messy? Krishan
Bro.
just on her phone. Like, what? That shit was crazy, yo. That shit really was crazy. So now Biggie's venting to Tavy backstage, basically. And Biggie's basically saying all of this over a blunt, all of this over a blunt, and is calling out her cheap ass fake Versace outfit, her two piece. And I just found that very funny. I started laughing at that, but I found it interesting when she started talking shit from the audience, though. So Biggie starts saying how she showed Lex mad love, hooked her up with the stylist, helped her wear her fits and all this stuff. And, you know, I don't know. Like I just think it's interesting though. Like Biggie's always saying how she shows someone love and then like I don't know, there just seems to be like a weird pattern here. You really think she showed Lex actual love or was it just fake love?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think, Biggie can be a little bit of an opportunist, so I don't
That's what
know.
I'm saying. So like did you
Um,
really show her love for real?
but I love how when she was venting to Tavy was like, "Yeah, but you fight and you do what you gotta do." And Biggie was like, "But why sneak?" And Tavy's like, "Because some people just sneak." Yo, it was just so funny to hear that, see that interaction, because it's like Tavy's just so straight up. Like she's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, she's like a hype man. She's so funny. It was cute. But you totally skipped the part where Janeisha called out K Rican, Kokilla, and Fauna before that whole Tavy and thing came out.
Oh, they
And
did?
immediately,
Oh.
um, what was it? A Killer and Dolly fight. And then they fighting on the couch and it becomes this huge commotion. And it was so funny because as this is all happening, the fucking security guard all falls on like Chris Sean's leg. That shit had me cracking up watching Chris Sean trying to get this big ass man off her
She
one
literally was
leg.
like, "Get off me, nigga, get off me." All this shit. I was like, that's
With
crazy.
her unique ass voice, you could hear it in that
No,
chaos.
literally. The only time she spoke, barely. She barely
Yeah,
spoke this
literally.
whole fucking reunion. Usually, she always make the shit about her, always chatting. Shorty did not say a word. Like that was it. That was it,
Not
especially
gonna
this
lie,
part.
she literally looked like me when I show up Monday morning to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like headphones
Headphones
on,
on. Yep.
mind my
Yep.
business. I don't know nobody. Here
Yeah.
for the check.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that whole they get called out after like Biggie's venting and Tavy. That's when they get called out after that. And then Big Lex is like explaining to Tasiki like why, because oh my God, Tasiki is trying to explain and trying to see if they could squash shit and be friends and all this stuff and like why is there's beef, whatever. And Big Lex is not having it. Big Lex is telling her she know why she got slapped. She was being weird in South Korea, and I don't have time for that. And it's just it is what it is. It is what it is. So
Yeah.
now,
This is where Janeisha calls out Tink, right?
right. But doesn't Dolly and Killa argue?
Yeah, they're going back
Yeah,
and
they're
forth.
going back and forth because they fought, and then fucking Killa says that Dolly picks and chooses and all that shit. And then Dolly's like, "So you trying to say you're weak?" I was like, "Damn, yo, that part kind of
I mean, she
ate."
does pick and choose though, because
She
how
does
she
pick and
wanted to stop.
choose.
Yeah, she stopped wanting to fight Cold Killer, but then you had energy for Tavy when you want to sneak her. That shit was corny.
Yeah, but even with Ivory though, you saw how she never want to fight Ivory,
Exactly.
but you always want to fight Cold Killer over and over and over and
Mm-hmm.
over again. And
Or
that's the thing
Tavy.
that's like interesting to me. That's interesting. So now Tinkabella gets called out, and Tink and K Rican are fighting. Now Fauna is yelling for her life to tell Rican to keep her head up
I think that was the whole time she was fighting.
the whole time. The whole
And
time.
I'm not gonna lie, this whole Tink versus K Rican was a little bit hard to watch. It was hard to watch. K
It
Rican was
was.
just getting beat up left, right, center,
Yeah.
each and every time. And I'm just like, damn, K Rican. She got soul though. She got soul. She got heart.
Yeah, but her wanting to keep going back and fighting, which is what pissed me off. Because I'm like, okay, K Rican, like, you didn't even
You
have to
know,
do
when
all
you
that.
lose, you gotta keep going. And it's so funny because Nat was like, "You good?" She's like, "I don't care." And Nat's like, "You should care. You should."
Yo, Natalie was actually breaking up mad fights this reunion. I was shocked. I was like, why are you doing this? Like, is it the liquor?
Yeah.
Like, why are you
The
doing this?
liquor, the liquor, the liquid
The liquor
courage.
got her Karen because she never breaks up the fights at all.
I don't think she was caring. I think she's just like, you know, when you feeling big up when you were drinking and shit. Like, I just feel like she just was having a good time. Even her running up to Rolly after, acting like shit was cute. Rolly's like, get off me, bitch.
She was just doing whatever, I swear.
She was having fun. She was having a good time.
So now they call out Gretchen and Sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
One, Sapphire looked amazing. We know that. Two, honestly, Gretch, you should have fought Sapphire.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, like, before Suki wasn't pregnant, so I get it on the show, but like now it's like after all of the shit that she endured, even with like the mace, just with everything, I'm sorry. At that point, at the reunion, Sapphire, I don't care how good you look, you about to look ugly now. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let you have
100%.
I'm gonna let you have it. All this shit
And
that
then
Suki's supposed to get, you're gonna get.
especially when the crowd is already booing you, you're already not liked. So might as
Right.
well give these bitches a
You
reason to
might
not
as
like
well.
you.
You might as well give them a
Because people would
show.
really not like Gretchen if she beat up Sapphire.
Bro, but that
I
shit
don't even
was
think she would win
crazy.
that fight, to be honest. I think Sapphire would totally whip her ass.
I don't think so. I think she would have definitely, Gretch would have definitely had some type of upper hand for sure. Like all of that pent
Yeah, she's
up.
gonna bite her chest off.
No, because she was fighting her too, and she was definitely winning when she was fighting her. Remember on the show? She was until security broke that shit up. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I feel like all of this pent up and all the shit that she went through, Sapphire, you gonna have to see me. And I still like you, but it's just
Right.
principle. Like your friend, you gotta take that. She's pregnant now. You gotta take that.
Yeah, it's
You
so
gotta take
funny
that.
because when the crowd was booing Gretchen, I love that Bobby called and Saucy called them out. Like, don't be booing her now, because in real life, y'all don't be booing her.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like nobody was booing her until like
And then
one
it just
person booed.
started.
And then
Yeah.
everybody went along. Cause when she came out, nobody really said anything. And that's what
Right.
happened at the show. They were not booing her at the show. It was one person did it, then everybody did it. And
Yes.
that's the shit that I'm talking about. And I'm not gonna lie, when they booed her, I was like, y'all really honestly have no valid reason to be booing Gretch right now. Like, not for
Yeah.
nothing. Like, this is like really extra, really fucking extra.
Well, you know, some people say that there's valid reason.
Right now, there's no fucking valid reason. It's fucking extra. So then, fucking K Rican and Tank fight again, which I'm just like, why? Why do y'all keep fucking fighting? Now Fauna's breaking up this fight. She's breaking up this fight, right? And then boom, it's just over and over and over again. They fight another time too, right?
Yeah, they
And
fight like 3 times.
I was over it because I feel like Tank, this is where she was trying to fight. This third time, she was trying to fight and she's fighting in slow motion. She looks like she's fighting in slow motion. Like you're trying to fight and you're just it's slow. Like I don't know what's going on. Right? I don't know what's going on. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself like, K Rican, they literally tried to save you. They told you one and done. Like after that first one with Tank, it was one and done. But then you trying to fight again and again and again. It's really ridiculous. So now we go backstage.
Yeah, that random ass jump cut to the fucking backstage, and it's Persuasion, Janelle, and Jayla.
Yeah,
Girl, this shit got interesting.
it did. Where Persuasion tells Jayla she feels like Jayla chose a side. So Jayla is
Mhm.
saying that she never sided with any of them, no matter like the fucked up shit they said about each other. Like she's not gonna say Natalie's right, she's not gonna say Scotty's right, right? But they both said fucked up things. But then Jayla gets really heated,
Yo,
gets
you saw her
really
face.
upset.
Her face, but like her face, it gave. I see. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she said. But Jayla literally says word for word, we're not gonna sit up here and act weird. You know why you did your scenes with Natalie, and you know why I did my scenes with Scotty. That right there is her saying it's Lemmy without saying it's Lemmy.
100%. That was cold, and that's why I felt this whole exchange was like tea because Jayla's telling us without telling us, and she's trying to tell like Persuasion. I see what you're fucking doing. You know the
Right.
reason. I know the reason, and stop trying to make this a storyline because you know damn well I'm not choosing sides.
Right. So now Jayla gets heated and is arguing with Persuasion. Now, Persuasion basically saying how she felt like she shouldn't have said certain things when around Natalie. And
Deny,
I'm
deny.
not
She's
gonna lie,
denying.
this whole thing was really nuts to hear. I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, because the way Persuasion was saying it, it was so dramatic. Like I was really watching a soap opera, right? But then when Jayla said what she said, I was like, oh my God, there's tea.
Yeah, 100%. And that's how Jayla was looking at Persuasion
No,
like don't
literally.
act like we don't know. Like we all know
Right,
what this is. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing and you're
right,
denying it.
right. So now Tavy Baby comes out. They call out Tavy Baby. Now her and Fauna just start fighting motherfucking hard.
Yo.
They are like it was personal, bitch.
It was personal, man. It was personal each and every time. I'm like, damn, it was that deep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you hear Tavy
Crazy.
yelling, DMX, right? DMX, right? In the back.
Yeah.
DMX, right? And I'm just like, oh my God. Did you see there was a live that Fauna did where she like clears shit up and she really went in on Tavy. Went in on her, like calling her all types of shit, calling her all types of names, saying that she's done with her, like all types of shit. So I'm pretty sure Tavy, given how she cried on the show about their relationship and friendship, I'm sure she was fucking hurt and livid. So that first fight that they had when Tavy came out really looked super personal. Like, whoa.
It definitely did. It definitely did.
I
And you
don't
know what's
like that. I
crazy
don't
is
like
that
that.
even like Kokilla jumping in was corny.
Yo,
Did you see
first of
that?
all, yes, I saw that. Cold Killer jumps in for Fauna like crazy, but I'm like, but when K Rican was fighting, nobody jumped in for her. But whatever.
Right. And apparently they went online and said that they had agreed to not jump in on anybody's fight other than Tavy because they all had problems with Tavy.
Okay, well, Rican said something otherwise when she was fighting.
Really?
Rican under her breath was like, "Y'all weird. We know what we, you know what we agreed, but whatever. Y'all weird." She had said that while
Oh
fighting.
yeah?
Yeah, she had said that under her breath. It was very quick. She said that while fighting I think it was Tink or Nunu.
But it's so funny because Saucy at this point is proud of Tavy for handling shit. He starts
Mhm.
telling the crowd to start chanting Tavy, Tavy. This shit was
Yeah, because
funny.
they fight again, Fauna and Tavy, and Killa sneaks her again. She sneaks Tavy again. Then K
Yeah.
Rican fights Tavy. Then no one
It's
jumps in for
crazy
fucking K
because
Rican.
no, and Tavy, she like Killa swings and hits Tavy real hard in the head, but then when they get to the couch, you see Killa gets a fucking hard ass kick in the face to Tavy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and then when Rican uh tried to jump in, it's crazy to see that Lex was the only one, and I find it real cool. Like Lex has been true to herself. At least it don't matter because Tavy and her used to have crazy beef. So to see
Right.
Lex not allow that to change like what she really truly believes, she literally took K Rican, hit her, and got her out of there because she said no jumping. You can handle that one on one, which is like crazy because out of all people to help out Tavy is Big Lex after all the beef they had.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. But I thought it was funny that once Big Lex said that, of course, no one jumped in for K Rican. And I was like, no, fuck that. Jump in for that bitch. If you jumped in for Fauna twice, you can jump in for K Rican.
Right.
You don't gotta listen to Big Lex for nothing. It's baddies, right? You could do whatever the fuck you want to do. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to jump in for your fucking friend, Anna was doing it all her seasons, okay?
Yeah.
Nobody was giving her nothing. So yeah, you're gonna jump in because everybody know fucking K Rican can't fight. And
Right. It's so
she already
true. And they
fought
just watch her.
Tinkabella's big ass 3 times. Now
And
she's fighting Tavy's big ass. And then, Nunu, it's like not right. It's not fucking right. But,
it's true. It's true. It's very
right.
true.
Then Killa, it's just too much. Then, at some point, Fauna sneaks Tavy while Killa's trying to fight her. And that's when Tavy falls to the ground.
Yeah, yeah. This is after she fought K Rican and Tavy
Yeah,
accidentally hit the security guard and in the head, and that shit. I did you see him have crazy eyes? You could tell he was. I mean, to me,
I didn't see
it
it.
looked like he was pissed about it, and like I don't know. To me, it looked like crazy eyes, but maybe that's just me projecting what I would have looked like because even then,
Yo.
after he was just like looking in the distance, and all I could think was like, how the fuck do you keep a straight face after just getting swung by Tavy? Tavy's not a small girl.
No, yeah. Yeah.
She swung on him full on the head. I was like, oh, even I think
Yo.
Saucy said it. She swung on security or some shit. Somebody said it.
It was so much
Shit is
going
crazy.
on. I literally totally didn't even see that because it was that much going on. Now, after that, you hear Killa actually say, "Oh, Tavy, she's always on our dick. Like she's just trying so hard to be our friend. She wants to be our friends and stuff like that." Then Fauna, you hear her say, "We about to jump this bitch again." So then I'm like, oh, "Okay, so you don't care. You're gonna jump her, but you didn't help with K Regan."
Yeah, that's true.
So to
That's
me,
true.
it's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, so
because
you
then
know you're gonna jump her again, but you didn't help."
because Tavy was like squaring up, getting ready to fight Killa, and she was too focused on Killa that she didn't even see Fauna come up and come knock her. I'm
Yep,
like, damn.
yep, yep. So this is where you see Natalie run, drunk as fuck, sit on Rolly's lap, doing the most, talking shit. I don't even know what the fuck she was saying to Rolly. She's came over with the wig and she's just joking and playing around. I'm like, Natalie is not taking this shit serious at all. This shit is a
No,
joke.
no, she's having fun.
She's having a great time, barefoot and all, on this reunion stage. Like, I'm just like,
Yep.
okay,
That's her. That's why she said she thinks she got glass stuck in her foot. She feel it.
that is crazy.
Oh my yo, you guys are crazy. But
Mm,
then Janeisha calls out Jayla, Persuasion, and Janelle, and this shit had
mm-hmm.
me fucking dying because while Janisha's trying to like focus on like telling like asking was it Persuasion a question, she getting it all mixed up. She don't even know what she's asking because she's like asking for Saucy Santana to save her because she don't even remember who the fuck Persuasion looked mad happy to be there. She looked like she's a producer pet because the way
Mm-hmm.
she was sitting there talking to Jayla, and then like I don't know, the way it just felt like they gave you a little extra cash to be messy.
Mm-hmm. No, literally, that is what
She
it
was
felt like.
so happy to sit on that couch talk about I don't know
Mm.
what she was saying.
Bro, they were like, who did you fight? Was it Bree? Was it, who was that? Oh, no, that was Lil London that fought Bree. Oh, you fought Summer. Okay. Like, they didn't even fucking remember because it's like so many girls. So many girls. But then, right? Obviously, they called them out and they're hugging everybody. Everybody's kiki. Why the fuck Saucy gonna say, damn, we needed Summer? We needed Summer.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, damn, yo, that's
And
how you go.
given the way the next episode looks, Summer is the star of this season,
That's what
man.
I'm saying. So not for nothing, when I saw that she won most valuable baddie, I'm like, the game is rigged. The game is rigged. Because
Yeah.
I get it, Cold Killer got the most votes from most of her friends. But what do the people want? What do the people
Mm-hmm.
want? Your friends don't matter. It should just be the people. Yeah. Like I can't. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Like Cold Killer is good. She did do her shit, but I'm sorry. The fans should have been the main ones to make this decision and not your friends. And the way how that stayed, the crowd jumped up when they called out Summer.
Yeah.
That spoke for itself. The way Lex was mad as hell, rolled her eyes, that Summer was getting all that. Come on now. You're not gonna tell me Summer's not the star.
Right.
I
No,
don't
but
know
then it's
why
so
the
funny.
fuck Cold Killer got most valuable baddie. It should have been Summer. It should have been Summer. 100%. Rigged. Rigged. And like honestly, this is no like offense or shade to Cold Killer, but who gives a fuck? This is about the show, not your identity as a person. This is about who contributed most to the show. We're criticizing
Right.
and analyzing a show, not your identities, not what you do in your daily life, not your baby daddy, not your kids, none of that. We don't care about none of that. It's just you as a character on the show and who contributed most to the show. And who contributed most is Summer, and that's a fact. Rigged ass shit.
Right. So as like Janeisha is trying to talk to Persuasion about the shit Janeisha can't remember, and
Yo.
it's funny because out of nowhere, Biggie comes up in the crowd talking her shit, talking shit about Big Lex, and Big Lex is saying that you basically left being a basketball player to be a bully,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
And she's literally saying, Fauna, this weird beach just snuck me, and then starts calling out her fake ass Versace set. And honestly, this is where I start to look at Biggie funny. Like, girl, you're really talking from the audience and no one asks you anything.
Yeah, she because you know why? She thought that the audience would protect her. And guess what? The fucking security, like obviously towards the end, Lex was fed up with Biggie, talking shit, thinking she could be protected by being in the audience, ran up to the audience. And I was so surprised because Biggie obviously threw water at her. And then Lex was like, basically make way, make way. And the security guard actually got out the way to I was like, oh, y'all letting Biggie get beat up.
Bro, and
Heard you.
Biggie yelled at them, talking about why would you let her do that? Why not even X would have done that to me? And I don't know who X is. I don't know if that's Xavier. I don't know who X is, but she's going in. They would have never let me, that happen to me. Why would you do that? Da-da-da, just going off. And honestly, at this point, I'm looking at Biggie like, who you feeling like?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are? You're not that big to like I don't know. I it's a little I don't know. I don't know. I think the energy was giving a little entitled.
Hmm.
But then again, that is what security is there for. They are there to protect, but when you're constantly antagonizing and nagging and then you're doing it from the audience and you willingly call yourself pussy, it's kind of like
Yeah.
girl, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look. And why are all of your fights about blunts?
D O D. O D. And then as
So,
this
I
is
don't know.
going on, Tavy comes back on the stage, and she's like, tells Fauna, "You're pussy."
Yep.
Fauna's like, "Suck my dick." And
Yep.
then this is where out of nowhere, as Tavy's telling Fauna that she's pussy again, boom! Dolly comes in with the sneak.
Yep. Yep.
Lex is like, well, I didn't expect that one.
Yo, literally. Literally. And then Tavy and fucking Dolly just fighting. right? And now at this point, Natalie's like breaking it up. Then she escorts Dolly to the back, and she just starts saying all types of shit, talking about, okay, it's done, you're done, you're done. But Dolly, but that, like, what are you talking about? She really was chatting. I was like, and then she
Yo, for
starts saying she got
real.
glass in her foot. I'm like, yo, this lady is really just chatting right now. So now Tavy asks Lex why Dolly snuck her, which I thought was like weird. Why are you asking Lex that? And basically, Biggie starts talking shit again. So you can't even hear
Yeah.
Lex explain or answer Tavy. You can't. So now it's just like Biggie is just talking over Lex. Lex is telling her to shut up. They're going back and forth. Now at this point, Janeisha gets up. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Janeisha get up, I said to myself, Janeisha, do not get up. Please do not involve yourself in this. They already don't listen to you. They already don't respect you.
Surprised Janeisha got up. I was so surprised. I'm like, damn.
Right. I was like, Janeisha, why are you getting up? So she gets up and she really steps to the audience where Biggie is at. And she's like, are you going to come on stage? Are you going to come on stage? If you're not going to come on stage, then you have to stop. You have to stop, basically.
Yeah, she was like my stage. I was surprised that Janeisha got up. I was like, damn, they got Janeisha getting out of character this freaking reunion.
I know. So then Biggie just starts getting crazy with Janeisha, talking about, you don't understand because you're protected, right? We know why you're protected, right? We know why you're protected. You don't get touched. You never get touched, so you don't get it. And I'm like, guys. So now Janeisha's going back and forth and talking about, first of all, I'm here to do a job. I'm here to host. Da, 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 and then she's just going back and forth with Biggie, like, for real,
Yeah,
for
going
real.
back and forth. Like
And
I feel like Janeisha is like the mom in that. I was like, whoa.
yeah. So I'm like really like shocked, right? I'm shocked that this is going off. So now they're just going back and forth, and I'm like, wow, Biggie, who you really feeling like? You feeling crazy. Like there is
She's
no
upset.
reason, but there's really no reason to talk to Janeisha like that. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, she was over everyone, bro.
She was.
Ain't nobody safe.
She was.
She
She was
said
over
like she felt
everyone.
betrayed, bro. Like just imagine your friend that's been with you for all them years. Like I get it, Biggie. Like I said, she plays victim a lot. I get that, and granted, right? Like you can't expect none of these bitches to have your back. However, they've known each other and have made money together and have been on stage together many, many times. So, I mean, I could see that as Big Lex, a newcomer coming in and just like, I don't know, doing
Yeah,
like
I
having,
could
yeah,
see
I
that.
would be
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, it's about loyalty. And Tasiki was not loyal. And it is fucked up. And Tasiki was definitely weird for that. And like Tasiki was really looking stupid on that stage when Biggie confronted her. It was really like, what? Like how
Yeah, she
Natalie
didn't
be
know
like,
what to
I
say.
didn't
Yeah.
know. She was looking like that. I was like, oh,
And then
wow.
she tried to play victim, talking about every time, like when Rican tried to hug her, she was like, "Oh, I'm getting in trouble. I can't hug because I'm getting in trouble for hugging." And it's like, that's not why you got in trouble.
Right. So now Natalie tries to like diffuse the situation too, like with Biggie arguing with Janeisha. Now Biggie's just going off talking about that bitch don't make you no money. You don't get money with that bitch. You don't get money with that bitch about Lex. And I'm like, yo, why is everything always just full down to money for you? Like, what is that about? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like,
She's always been like that. She's a businesswoman. She's always been like that, like the
yeah, she has
entrepreneur.
always been like that. She has always been
Yeah.
like that. So then, Nunu, they call out Nunu and Ari, and now Nunu's trying to fight K Rican. And I'm like, Nunu, you don't even need to be dressed like that from head to toe. Like, you really
Yo,
hooded up like fucking a young nigga. Like, what are you doing? You really
they
hooded up. Like,
and they're swinging, but it's just like but it's like patty cakes, Like ain't nothing happening. Like they just hitting each other's hands, like flapping
no,
and shit.
literally. And then I think the second round, like, K Rican finally kept her head up a little bit, just a little bit. And fucking
A little
Fauna's like,
bit.
good, you did good. I'm like,
Yeah. Nat breaks that
okay.
shit up, doesn't she?
Yeah, Natalie breaks it up. She's like, enough, because that second fight, that second round they did, Nunu was definitely giving her some face shots. So she broke that up and was
100%.
like, enough. I'm like,
100%.
damn.
And it's funny because then they cut to the backstage where DTV is fucking drunk as shit, throwing up, looking a hot
Yo,
mess.
that was crazy. That was crazy. I was cracking the fuck up. But did Mariah try to sneak Nunu with K Rican? What was that?
I think so.
He did,
I don't
right?
know. I didn't keep that. I didn't
No,
peep that.
it was something. I don't know if she was trying to break it up or if
No,
she
she
was
was
trying to,
trying to fight. Wasn't she trying to fight the audience member? Because she was still there.
but she was with K Rican was fighting Nunu though. The audience member wasn't on the
You're
stage.
right. You're right. Because she did tell Rolly, who was it? Somebody later that she fought one of them. K
No, she
Rican, I
fought
think.
K Rican, but I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if she was trying to jump in to sneak K
Oh.
Rican or to sneak Nunu. It looked like she hit Nunu, but if you guys know what that was like, definitely comment that because I don't know. And now at this point, Big Lex tries to go to the audience to fight Biggie, right? She runs in the audience and she's tired. She gets through and she actually ends up fighting her a little bit. And, then eventually
Mm-hmm.
security stops it. And this is where you hear fucking Biggie going off the way she went off. I was like, wow, betrayed on all ends. Your friend, security,
Yeah.
everybody. Like that shit is kind of
And
fucked up. And you already set up on that season.
yep. And while this is all happening, what the fuck is up with Tink confronting Saucy Santana? First I wasn't understanding what they was putting down. I wasn't picking it up, and then I realized, wait a minute, is Tink really trying to confront Saucy about him talking about the show?
Bro, I literally thought the same thing. I was like, Tink, what are you doing? So now Saucy basically lets it known that like he don't even know her like that. He only saw her
You
once
think
and
at
he's doing his
once?
job. He's doing his
Yeah.
job. Like he's here to do a job and it's like, what are you doing? Like what are you trying to do? And he makes it known. I don't argue with hoes. I don't unless you got some niggas in the back. I don't argue with, women.
The
And
bitches,
and
yeah.
he said, at the end of the day, I'm a man. And then takes like, you basically like a woman, you basically like a bitch. And I'm
Mm,
like, that is still a
no.
grown ass man with a full grown, cured, trimmed beard. Okay?
And shout out to Saucy for keeping it a buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Respectful. I love
Mhm.
that because he wasn't trying to be unprofessional and sassy to meet that energy. Because Tink looked like she was trying, and then
She
she started.
really did. She looked like she was trying to be sneaky or something, sitting down next to him like that, trying to confront him for being weird or saying he being fake. And it's like, girl,
Yeah,
it's
she's trying
it's
to
the
rough him
show.
up, and it's like trying to get him out of character because she knows
Right.
he's not gonna swing,
No.
or at least I don't know what the fuck she was
He would
trying to do.
never. I don't think he would. That's what he said, unless you got
No,
some
no,
niggas in
no.
the back. Like,
And that's why I really respect it. Good, tell her about herself, Saucy,
yeah.
because it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I am doing a job.
Right. And that's what these girls need to like understand and need to learn how to like separate. Like he's there to be the host. So he is there to critique. He is there to analyze. He is there to ask the questions that clearly no one on the cast with you is going to ask. That's his
Cool
job.
Killer was so mad that Saucy fuck with Tavy. She is so mad calling him a dick sucker. I'm like, bro,
Ooh,
why are
ooh,
you so
ooh.
mad? Cool Killer.
Oh my God. Yeah, she was talking shit, right? She was talking
Yeah.
shit. Bro, I can't. So now Natalie interrupts this whole situation to basically say how it's a good show and how she wants to give the baddie princess of Baddie Records, the one that she signed, Cole Killa, a Chanel watch. And boom, Killa couldn't even enjoy the watch because Tavy interrupted that shit and then she want to fight.
Yeah, no, but she would confronted Natalie first. She's like, "You said what?" or something like that. Like, I guess she was upset because Natalie showing love to Cold Killer and not Tavy, which, not for nothing. I don't know. I feel like Natalie be treating Tavy like she be feeling bad for Tavy, so she keep her along. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really think she's messing with her like that. But it's like, Tavy, why would you get a watch when you're not a part of Baddie Records? You're not a part of her record label. So it's like,
Yeah.
why would you get a watch? Like, Coachella is a part of the first signed Baddie. So it's like, of course she's gonna get the watch. So that was weird. Her interrupting that kind of gave haterish vibes. Not gonna lie to you. But
Yeah.
then they start fighting. Fauna jumps in again. Now Fauna's just going off, yo. And now this is where you hear Tavy talking about how she spoke to Fauna every day. You could check my phone.
Why did Fauna get so riled up when Tavy started threatening to show everybody the text messages? She was so mad, yo. She felt like she was screaming from the back of her throat.
No, for real. And that was the indicator for me, like, Fauna, y'all definitely had something going on. and you
Yeah.
don't want anyone to know and you feel ashamed. And because the way how she got a little too riled up after Tavy said you could see the messages, I really do not
Yup.
think Tavy's lying. I really do not. Y'all pillow talked.
Right. Like,
Let's just leave it at that. You know what I mean? So I can see, and this is why I feel like their fight gets me so upset. I cannot stand to see females that used to like do stuff together fight like that. Like that is to me crazy.
gets
Like you used
personal.
to, yeah, like it's like I don't like to see that shit. Like that shit is crazy. Like y'all used to really be pillow talking and cuddling and God knows, maybe a kiss here and there, and now y'all just beating on each other like for what? Like beating on each other, like for what? Like I don't know. I just don't like to see that. I don't like to see that. But I guess I see how it could get like that at the end of the day, two females, right? But that shit really be I don't know.
Don't they fight again?
Yeah, they do. And
Fauna and Tavy, right?
yeah, but she also fights DTB, Fauna.
Well, yeah, exactly. She fucking starts calling out
She
DTB.
snuck her. She literally sneaks her right after the fight with Tavy.
Oh
She
yeah, she
sneaks
did.
her.
She did.
Bro, now this part had me weak. DTB came out looking mad slow and stupid
She
with her
looks.
fucking
She
cape.
don't even know what's going on, bro. She don't
He
know where
look
she at. Yeah.
looking like she don't know what's going on. She's so fucked up.
She's so fucked up, bro.
So
You
fucked
could
up.
tell she can't comprehend what is going
You
on right
can
now.
tell she is just not coherent. Like she is just not there. She's done. She's
Uh-huh.
wasted. Done. So now Fauna and DTB fight. Obviously Fauna gonna get that because duh, DTB's lit as fuck right now.
Fauna's
She's
like, I'm drunk, you're drunk, it's even, it's
nah.
even.
That's what she was trying to say, and I'm like, nah, you're not on the same level as DTB, bro.
Nah, but she was a little fucked up because at some point Fauna trying to be on the second little level of platform and she must have fell off that thing like
Yeah, no,
like
she
three
tried to
times.
swing and she fell while trying to swing, bro. That shit was crazy. And then why the fuck DTB in the middle of all this chaos? You know, Natalie kept trying to break everybody up, right? Natalie was superhero of this reunion. So now Natalie's trying to break this one up too. Again, DTB drags Natalie because she thinks she's fun. Bro,
Drags
that
her like
Bro, that was in such slow motion too. I was
it
like, what is
was.
going on? What is going on? Like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing this? You know? So then the episode practically ends there. And then from there, we see a preview to the next episode where Tommy comes in looking like a fucking furniture bag. I don't know what the fuck she
Yo,
looked like. I don't know what the fuck she looked
who
like.
was fighting her when she looked? It was just it's just a fluffy thing, just like
Big Lex was fighting her, and she just
oh
looked like,
yeah.
I
That's
forgot what
all
this is
you
called.
see. It was just
There's
like
this, wait, hold up. There's this traditional African dance, right? Where you don't see, there's nobody in this thing, and it moves around, and like, what is it called? I have to look it up now because that's what she looked like while Lex was fighting her. Like Lex was just fighting a spirit, just swirling around. Like this is what's called Zangbeto. That's what she looked like. So the Zangbeto is a traditional voodoo ritual from West Africa, where it's like a large cone-shaped straw costumes appear to move on their own and dance and spin on their own. And they're
wow.
often described as like guardians of the night and are believed to be inhabited by spirits rather than humans. So like no one's in it. And so basically, it looks like this, like just moving around. Like if you see that.
That is so
So I'm about to
hysterical.
put that picture because that's literally Tommy looked like this moving around, bro.
Yeah, it
He looked
did.
like that moving around while fucking Big Lex was just hitting that. It looked
Yeah.
like Big Lex was hitting that, and the thing just went twisting and turning and dancing and
You
shit.
ain't see Tommy at all in that
Right?
shit.
You see her at all. You just saw a bunch of fur and straws and strings and
Yeah.
Cruella de Vil fur moving all over the place. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? I was cracking the fuck up just at the preview alone. Like, at the we already see you yawning, bitch. It made no sense to look the other way.
just past my bedtime.
It is past your bedtime. But then, anywho, Summer comes in, everybody's hype, right? And then DCB and Fauna fight, Summer and Dolly fight, whatever. It's the big whoop de whoop. And then that's basically the preview for the next episode. So, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
that's it. Part two, I mean, it had its moments where it was funny, but I'm not gonna lie. Part two had me looking at the screen like,
Yeah, the whole audience member thing.
yeah. But also just like Biggie continuing to like talk from the audience. It was just like, Biggie, you don't have to do this. Like,
Yeah.
you already went through a lot. You don't have to continue to like do this. You know what I mean?
From
She
everything,
kept
from
saying
the
she could talk into her mouth, but it was giving cringe to me. Like I was getting secondhand embarrassment because you really jumped into a situation like the heat wasn't even on you anymore. Nobody was talking about you anymore. You just jumped in and then you just brought it back to you.
she feels
Like,
some type of way, you know, she felt like she was gonna take everything down with her. That's what it felt like.
yeah, you're right. You're right. That
But
definitely
but
was.
it don't matter because at the end of the day, I agree with you as far as like the episode being a little like I said, this is the first reunion where I just feel like it's just like, and
Because it's
then
the same type shit.
that's how you know that it's not that good because they had the audience member doing the most. If Biggie was doing that, they wouldn't have showed that much anyways. They would have cut it shorter if there was more stuff to focus on. They've
Mm,
done it time and time again where we've seen them literally cut out fights with ET and Biggie just because the content is such overload that they wouldn't even show the things that are less crazy, even though they're still crazy.
right, right, right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for all of this, I don't know. I was like, I mean, it was good. I mean, I did enjoy the tea. I thought it was the weird jump cut with that whole backstage thing was a little off. Like, I just feel like it's so a little weird. But I feel like they're just grasping for content in
You
this
know what it is?
reunion.
There's like absolutely no structure. Like I don't know. I know there's never any structure, but I feel like that's what really puts a dent in these reunions sometimes because when there's no structure and you just allow certain things to just go on and go on and go on and then I found myself when I'm watching it, they just kept calling out all the girls just to get this over with quickly because they know that they don't want to stay too late, right? And then
Yeah,
they have an
yeah. There's a lot
audience,
of girls.
there's a lot of girls, they have an audience, they don't want to stay too late, and there was just really no structure to anything. There was no like asking questions of specific situations with specific girls that you called out. You know what I mean? And I feel like for me,
Yeah.
that should be the structure of these reunions. You call out a certain amount and you ask about specific things related to their storylines. Then that transitions into calling out the next group of girls because you're following the story, right? You're following the story from beginning to end. So you have to call out the girls from beginning to end, like what happened. So
And the
for
fact that
me,
Janeisha couldn't even remember what Persuasion's fights were, it goes to show you.
too many girls on the season. Too many girls on the season is too chaotic. There's not enough structure. There's just not enough like pacing too with the structure either. So for me, I just feel like I'm watching a bunch of scrambles on my screen. Like it's just coming from left, front, right, center, back, middle. Like it's just too much. It's too much. There's no structuring at all. At all. It's just you're calling everybody out.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, I did think some parts were very funny.
For sure. Like DTV had me weak,
Per
yo.
usual, per
Had
usual.
me weak. Natalie had me weak. Like that shit was so funny. Like
Yeah, for sure.
like oh man. But yeah, overall, I mean, those are my thoughts and that's pretty much it. I mean,
Yeah.
do
What do
you have
you
anything?
guys think? What do you guys think? Let us know what you guys think about what we said down below. Don't forget to leave a comment, hype the video because all of that helps out the channel so much. We're on our way to 3,000 followers, so please
Yeah.
show us love, show support, share your favorite video. Check out our last video with the interview, the security guard. That shit was
Period.
lit. Go get
Period.
the tea on that. We are hoping that the next recap you see will hopefully be in the studio
It
where
will
everything is
be
back
in
to
the
normal.
studio. It will be back to normal.
It's
Okay.
unpredictable when we live with Tiana Locke in the
Oh,
Tiana
not
Locke
even, not
world.
even. It's not even. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Anywho,
Anyways,
but
yes.
yeah, everything like she said, guys. Also, definitely check out the Patreon too. So, With that being said, where can they find you, Miss Jessie?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And where can they find you, Tiana?
You guys can find me on Instagram at it's.tianalag. You guys can find us on Instagram at the Petty Headquarters. You guys can find us on YouTube, all podcast platforms, and Patreon at the Petty Headquarters.
The Petty Headquarters.
You're gonna say it after me. It's okay. We're not gonna say it at the same time because we're on Zoom. But yeah. With that being said, guys,
this was your weekly dose of
mess. So offbeat and not in unison, but it's okay. You get it.